Welcome to another map guide. This video is part of an ongoing series how to master every single map in the game, and I want to show you what's the best opening for every map to have your first position that has proven the best from me in my over 100,000 games. I have certainly experimented a lot and I want you to learn from all my experience so you don't have to go through all the trial and error that I had to do on my own. By the way, the following content is a recording of a live stream that allow every viewer to ask their questions. So if you want to ask your questions as well on the next map guides, then make sure to follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description down below. Next map, Black Goldville. We do have a really nice first spot position. Let's start with the green spawn first again. A really awesome first spot position is over here. Works just the same way from the other side. Hi Danny. And you are able to just spot up everything, like anyone moving over here. That's your first position to aim for. If someone is crossing over there, you can have a first shot. And then if anyone's crossing over there, you have some first spot. First spot or shot. You might even have another shot over there. Depends, like that's quite a tricky shot to hit there because there's some cars and stuff in the front. Does that even work over there? Yeah, I think so. That still works out. Like over there, this position, you can still shoot. Yeah, also you do have spots at TDs potentially getting into this position already. Also, you might get spots into someone moving over there, but there is a bush. Be careful about that. They can already shoot you, and there might also be mediums over there. So that's a lot of positions you can already aim for at the start here from this side. If you're not having gun depression, you can just move up on this hill here, and you can get basically the same angle because this position requires a bit more gun depression. If you're playing a medium tank, the position works just as well. If you're playing a heavy tank with turret armor, that is also quite fast. I would also go for this position quite often. Rarely ever you get pushed out immediately and that sucks, but you can't change it. But yeah, if you are not having any backup, everyone is going for the left side here, which is usually recommended. Then I would probably not go there with a heavy tank and rather try to play the other side. Another good position for medium is also this one, as it allows you to be hull down, shoot anyone over there, shoot everyone over there, shoot everyone in that corner. But this position is a little bit exposed. You may have enemies pushing from the front, TDs aiming for you from the side, and you might get trapped there. So I don't like it that much and prefer getting into this position. You could also go hull down over here and pre-aim A and try to get in first spots and some shots with a medium or light tank, but you also risk getting shot from the same guys over there or even from enemies that are on the other side here. They can't shoot you, so I don't like this position that much. So maybe I would... Yeah, you can decide whether you're going there or there. This position is a little bit better there. But usually I would also go for the first spot in the middle. For heavy tanks, you can either get deep into the corner here of A, or you are actually... I mean, what's the safest position? You can get into the corner, that's for sure. You can try to get into this position, because here you have a nice hull down position. You can try to take A, although as said, I would not go for the base. I would just fight for the base and would try to shoot anyone that is behind there, like TDs over there. And it is good for pressuring the A side here, as you can also move forwards then and try to shoot the caves still. But it's often about winning the caves, to be honest. Auto reloaders or auto loaders and TDs I would put into a position over there, over here. And that is just a good position to make use of this first spot here and try to get in early shots over there. like this, you do definitely have shots sometimes. With an autoloader, you can get a whole clip from that position at the start. And then I would want to move forwards, maybe wait in this bush for a moment, shoot enemies that are, maybe there's some TD over there that's not careful enough. You can put out some clip, otherwise you can decide to relocate. You could get towards A, you could try to move over there. But for the start, this is the best position from my experience. Works nicely and can be used to relocate quite a lot. And you're seeing again, everyone is in a close formation here. One position being a bit more passive behind, all allowing for options of relocating. If you're playing heavy, like sometimes it is also going for C here on this map, especially in Supremacy. In an encounter, it doesn't make too much sense, because in this part on this road, on this side of the road, you're having a lot more map control, a lot more good hull down positions. But in Supremacy and on very heavy lineup, I can also recommend going for the city, but only if you're playing a super heavy or an autoloader. And if you are doing that, I would recommend, do I even draw it down? That's a question, because it highly depends on the enemy's setup. Let's maybe do it in blue. Only in very heavy lineups you can do it. You can just see if you can get in some first shots over there. Only if you're having backup, and if you are on a full heavy lineup. I will actually just write that down. Heavy. I don't know why I take a big L there, capital L, but okay. Heavy lineup. Let's do it like this. And the second one would be in that corner. It is when you are fighting for the C side. It is all about winning the corner, because then you can crossfire anyone over there. If people are pushing for C and fighting for C, still move up there if possible, because then you can shoot them into the sides. They are not able to cover there. You can shoot them from both. The angled armor is completely useless then. You can even have shots into anyone over there. So try to get that corner. You can still at the start try to get an early shot, but then move into that corner to really have the map control there. Let's just take an arrow here also. Let's do it like this to really highlight this. The same would work from the other side. Let's just draw that in already. And yeah, for the start, again, I would still go for this position to go for first shots and relocate. Just get the heck out of there if too much is coming, because if you're stuck in C and enemies are having more tanks than your team, you will die there, and your teammates on the other side might not be able to help you. They have very limited options of shooting through all the houses here. So really just get control of the corner first if you are having enough tanks over there. From the red side, it will be fairly simple, because we are not having positions that are too different here. Just in this one, the same first spot position for mediums, light tanks, or faster heavy tanks. Okay, this is useless. You don't need to spot your own side, but you can spot anyone crossing over there and get in a lot of shots to various different angles. And also, if the enemies are moving for the medium side, you have the option of getting shots in over there onto the slow heavy tanks. That will be quite nice information to have, especially if you're having like two heavies moving to C and the rest of your team moving to A. Definitely spot the middle of the map, so you know if the enemies are going for the C side, for the A side, and then you can potentially push out one or the other side wherever the enemies are having less tanks than your teammates. Just think of it, enemies are pushing into C with 2 tanks, and your teammates are pushing into C with 2 tanks as well. Then you can just move over there, get behind them, shoot them out, or even just drop into the corner and fight a 3v2 against the enemy heavies there. But also over there, you have to be very careful about this position, or even over here, there might be TDs that are waiting for you already, and those might shoot you. That can hurt quite a lot. I've made bad experiences with that. And yeah, other positions here. For mediums also, if you're not going for the centered position, everyone is going for the caves, then you can also take the mirrored position over there. For a heavy tank, let's just put the starting point like I don't play a lot of heavy, but you can take a passive position and wait for some information before pushing into the corner, because if you're getting pushed in the corner without any backup, it's not going to work out. You could also decide to... A is trickier from that spawn, but you could also get into there. Works also quite well in a medium. I would actually prefer this position over the corner here. Yeah, let me just delete that one. Because over there with a medium you are hull down, and you are not getting shot from the other spawn that easily from the other side. And you can just shoot TDs, you can shoot the mediums crossing into the corner. So let me just take a medium over there. Also, heavies work out nicely over there. Autoloaders or TDs can be handled simultaneously in my positioning, can be handled just the same. I would go over there. You could also then relocate to this position, but from over there you can have two good options, same as this one. Shooting enemies over here at the start, covering that light tank, or just shooting in that position over there. But usually my move also for heavy tanks would be to get into the middle here. Especially if it is, I'm mostly playing faster tanks, you know. But I would usually move into there and then try to pressure over here. Wait, where is it? This position. I would go over there. You can be hull down over here, take cover from the barrels over there. Not barrels, tubes. And then you can just shoot everyone over there, because there will most likely be some TDs in that position, in that position, in that position. You can easily get counter pushed, that's for sure. So be careful only when enemies are going aggressive in the A corner. Then move over here and you can just farm the back of everyone, and you can be really a pain in the butt. Also good positions here. If you're having a hull down tank, you can even get over there or even over there, just to be a bit safer if you don't really know what is still in front of you. With a light tank, I would also drop into the back here of the enemies. You can also do the same move from the green spawn and just try to be really annoying. With a light tank also, if enemies are all on the A side, I would potentially just flank over here after the first spot, and get into the back of the enemies and shoot them. Keep a safe distance so you don't get counter pushed immediately. Same works from the other side, just putting in shots into the enemy's back. Okay, let me just have a quick look at the chat here. Okay. Our maps are bad for TDs, that's true. That's very true. So yeah, I would just take this position at the start, maybe get over here to decap A and have shots over there, but you're not having the best options really, so rather go there at the start, and the rest is just up to your relocations, making good use of the information at your hands.